Hello and welcome to another episode of PowerPod where I have Larry, who is the Chief Business Officer at HashPower. So welcome, Larry.
Hey, how are you doing, Crypto Professor?
So
Good.
we've got 20 questions that we're going to get through in a quick fire round. And if you're ready, Larry, we will get straight into it.
Let's go.
Fantastic. In one sentence, what problem does your project solve?
A democratization of data and mining.
Fantastic. And what is your 30-second elevator pitch?
I'd like to present a HashPower as a mining and a data and a DePIN aggregator for large enterprise, already established ICO protocols, public chains, as well as large institutional groups. And what I like about what we do is we, again, democratize mining, digital access to hash power, access to data centers themselves. So as you know, or may not know, and many of the audience may or may not know, is that data centers are becoming monetized on initial stock offerings now and ETFs and et cetera. Their data centers and the ability to provide compute is now being monetized at a huge scale. So you can't separate mining without the other, right? In DeFi and Web3, but now it's beyond that. So now HashPower is offering a way to democratize and allow access to enterprise level protocols, to ICOs, to other projects, and beyond.
Great stuff. And how does your technology differ from competitors?
Well, it's kind of a segue to the last question. We have 80,000 plus miners and 10 plus data centers. So if you do the math, that would make us a top 10 BTC and Litecoin aggregator in the world, both in mined and held Bitcoin. So when you look at that and you look at the amount of buying power we have on miners themselves, but not just that, we have some of the largest facilities in the world, like in Ethiopia, for example, and other parts of the world. We have I wouldn't say a monopoly, but we have the best price on power, which is a very important part of the equation. We're able to provide the facilities because, as you may know, I know you know, but others may not know, mining is very loud, it's hot, and you can't do it in an urban environment. And for example, like where you are in the UK, its power is very expensive. It wouldn't be very profitable at that point. So if we offer the ability for a protocol, or for example, some of our partners, Aether, IONET, IOTix, there's DeepinX, lots of different protocols are already using our both merge mining, liquid staking, liquid pool mining, and our proof of work miners to provide access to their native token on their chains, or provided for diversification of ROI.
What's the biggest alpha you can share with us at this point in time, if you're able to share any
Well,
alpha?
I'm happy that you asked that. So a couple things. It's like a multi-headed beast, right? First is don't sleep on Hong Kong. Hong Kong's they're going to be the gateway to China. China, as you know, have recently made lots of announcements that you and I have already talked about many times, and I've unpacked with you that they're buying up as much Bitcoin as possible, that it's not illegal anymore or prohibited to own digital assets, and they're creating special economic zones. And now, for example, on the 25th, or in a couple of days, we're going to have ETH Hangzhou. We just had ETH Shanghai. So that's a big deal. And if you want to build and you want to get access to the pulse of, especially in the stable token market, come to Hong Kong, because you have, of course, like Crow just is getting licensed out here, and they've made big moves with the Trump administration and the current crypto policy for the US.
Absolutely. Right, let's ramp this up. What's the harshest and fairest criticism you've ever received?
The harshest criticism I've received is that you don't know everything until you don't know anything, right? So I think that's the harshest. The best criticism I've ever gotten is that humility comes with humbleness, and humbleness comes with humility. So
absolutely,
you're not any better
like
than anyone given person on any given day. So I don't think I know everything, ever.
No, I really like that. What's your current take on the market sentiment in 10 seconds?
I'm bullish on the market. I think just follow the money. Regular money is coming into DeFi, and treasuries and bonds are going out. Wall Street's going out to DeFi.
Makes sense. Excluding myself, which crypto influencer's opinion do you value the most?
Well, it has to be the Crypto Professor was one of them. I like Cole from Cole World. I like Zach Humphreys. Yeah.
Yep.
I like Rude. I like Rude from Rude's Crypto Lounge. There's so many, man. So I like myself. I'm not a KOL, but I guess I'm an opinion leader of some sort in the space. But I appreciate the Crypto Professor for sure.
There's some great value from the ones you mentioned there. Go to takeaway or fast food?
Man, that's hard. I like Korean barbecue, so I'm pretty partial to my native food. I like Korean barbecue for sure.
Makes sense. I like that too. Best job you've had for life experience?
Most interesting life experience I've had? Probably academia. I know that sounds boring, but academia has taken me to my life in civil service, military, beyond, and very much into DeFi.
Yep, nice transition there. What non-crypto app do you use the most?
Well, because I'm in APAC, there's a few. I'd use Alipay, WeChat, probably YouTube, Twitter. Actually, Twitter the most. Yeah, for sure. Crypto
Yeah, Twitter makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of embedded in, isn't it? So, are you a coffee drinker, energy drink, or herbal tea?
Unfortunately, all three. I shouldn't drink any of them within moderation, but I'm a coffee guy for sure. And then I'm an energy guy or a pre-workout guy for working out. You and I have that in common.
Nice.
So, got to have that pre-workout.
Solid pre-workout. Leads me on to next question. What do you do for fun?
I like music. I like traveling and eating, but I like exercise like you, bro. I'm a gym rat, or I try to be. But along with that, I like to touch grass and travel and eat good food. And I love to sing, man. Sing at my friends' weddings all the time.
Nice. And for anybody that follows Larry on Twitter as well, you'll see that he punishes himself with 5 to 10K runs quite frequently. So
yeah, I got to do
content
something
on that.
Got to do something while the shoulder heals.
Absolutely. Favorite movie of all time?
I like Heartbreak Ridge. I like that movie a lot. I like Big Trouble in Little China. I'm an 80s guy.
Nice. Classic.
Yeah, gotta have those. There's a lot.
Great stuff. What is your most unpopular opinion about crypto?
Some of the participants, some of the launch pads, and also audit providers, because I used to work for that audit provider. So they're calling themselves the sheriffs or like the police of DeFi, but I just might as well mention them. Certic, yeah. Pretty unpopular opinion with some, but it's the truth. Not a big fan of pink sales sometimes. I know that might offend some people, but it is what it is. So,
hey, this is why we have this podcast. We want open truths, so
Coinbase,
absolutely.
Monopolizing, creating latency and freezing people's accounts with no explanation. And then just
we've seen that a few times as well. Some big accounts as well that have been frozen.
Oh yeah, refund, and then they refund and then they ban account. Even when someone has an enterprise level account, for commercial, they don't care. So
crazy stuff. Who would your dream collaboration partner be? So this can be personal, company, doesn't have to be crypto related.
Oh, man, there's so many people that I would love to collaborate with. Man, I would love to collaborate with one of my favorite singers, Raheem Devon, John Mayer, Maroon 5. Yeah, I'd like to make a song with him. Not tooting my own horn. Cool. I think I'm fairly good. So
great stuff. And what talent do you wish you had?
There's so many. Man, I wish I could be good at math. Actually, people have the stereotype that because I'm Korean and I'm Asian that I'm good at maths, but no, not so much.
I think you're probably good at math, but everybody else is potentially the genius level.
I appreciate that, but man, I think amongst my peers I'm lacking. But I appreciate it. I'll take it. Oh,
good. No, you probably do well in this space. What sport do you watch, if any? And do you have a favourite team?
I like British Premier League soccer. So football, as you guys would call it on your side of the pond. I like Liverpool. And I like Wolverhampton. I like the Wolves, but also I like basketball. I like the Lakers. I've always been a Lakers fan for a long time, and for U.S. baseball, I like Seattle Mariners.
Nice, a great mix there as well. Yeah, real range of sports
for sure. Played all
list. What's your number one thing to tick off?
Well, I would have to kick the bucket to do this, but to be reunited with my late mother. So she was taken from me when I was 15, or she was reunited with the better space, right? And if on bucket list, I would just be able to love to hug my mom and tell her I love her. So that would be
I love that. Great answer. And to finish things off, what's your final thoughts or quotes for the day?
I think listening is conducive to learning. So I listen to people like yourselves and those other KOLs that we mentioned, and great people, and the community at large. So listening is conducive to learning. I think that's my takeaway and my last quote.
Well, this has been PowerPod. Hope everybody's enjoyed it. If you liked today's episode, please do drop a like and subscribe, and make sure that you share it with your wider community. We also have a fantastic range of sign-up offers to centralized exchanges where you can get fantastic offers and bonuses for signing up via the links that we provide in the description below. In addition to this, all of the revenue that we make from our affiliate links will be going directly back to the Decrypting community. So we are redistributing the way that wealth is shared and generated across the Web3 space. You'll be doing some social good, and we'll be adding a lot of value to people that are looking to engage with safe, centralized exchanges that are offering those unique sign-up bonuses. We will see you in the next episode.